My life be like,
Hi, friends. This is Billy once again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dropping the mic, dropping the mic. But all I gotta say is, I hope y'all doing well. Y'all doing great on this fabulous Tuesday, my friends. I had to readjust my mic a little bit and put it in a different spot. Obviously, it was not meant to be there. So here we go. We're back on it. All right. I want to talk about something today. You know, consistency in content is everything. I've been kind of showing a little bit of marketing to people, trying to spread the wealth and knowledge of being educated. Not everybody's educated, I guess. And yeah. So I don't know if I should just get into this right away or just yeah. Anyway, we're gonna talk a little about addiction problems today, and there's a lot of things always rolling on my mind, like Like, everybody thinks I'm this big addict and big drug and just, no, I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all, motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Well, at the end of the day, I got, I got issues like you got issues. We all got issues, like in different ways. Like people overeat, people overdrink, people do crack, people do meth, people do heroin, people are over needy. People, everybody's got issues. Everybody's got problems they got to work on. And this is what just irritates the fuck out of me on judgmental people that criticize other people's lives. When I honestly could look at your life and criticize so many fucking things, you know? And the story I got to tell it today, you know, it really, really makes me to like irritated because I could really, really shut this person down. And I try to be extremely nice to this person because I'm kind of forced to have to deal with them. And I have yet to, push them off and tell them to fuck off, I like being a part of the community. Like, I'll talk to anybody. Even if I don't necessarily like you, I'll give you the time of day unless you kind of like shat on me. And it's just, I'm going to ignore you because you ain't worth my breath or the time of day. But, well, even though I'll still give you the time of day and talk to you and say hi, see what's up, You know what I'm saying? Watch Trailer Park Boys, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. And, you know, people that deal with this person in daily life. I'm going to call her Meth Molly because I'm not going to put a real name out there because I ain't like that, I ain't trying to embarrass somebody like that. Even though they should be for trying to slander and taint my name because people assume who I am. They assume I'm this big addict. And reality is the fact I'm not. I'm really not. Like, I got anxiety and depression. Like, I ain't gotta go. I can go days and months without getting fucked up. It's perfectly fine. And we'll have personal issues and underlying issues, and so I'm kind of happy to start talking about this on a podcast because I got a few followers, and hopefully it'll grow, hopefully it'll expand, hopefully my stories get better, hopefully my words get better with this. And I don't write scripts. I do this off the top of my head, and it's freestyle like how I like to rap. And but anyway, Beth Molly started my fucking day out like a fucking cunt, like she is, thinking she's better than anybody. And I'm just like, I explained my situation, what's going on. This is kind of a fucked up story. If you really want to get into it, I've been super nice, super sweet, super kind, to the point where it got me to the point where she's taking advantage of my kindness and my niceness. Where here I am making a podcast ranting about it, and so here's her 15 minutes of a few people listening and getting to know her. And you know what? If I ever become something one day, guess what? She's gonna be well known because, all right. First off, I thought it would be nice to explain my situation because I'm an open book. I ain't like that. I ain't scared to tell you I'm a fuck up and I fucked up and I made mistakes. And I love the people that hide their mistakes and blame it on other people and say, oh, I'm right, I'm always right. You're not always right. And you, human error, and not everybody thinks the same, not everybody's intelligent, not everybody actually is smart and uses their fucking brain. Not everybody's self-educated, and this is why I always preach self-education and read. Expand your brain like it's a muscle, and you're going to hear this many times throughout my podcast. She's giving me a headache, and I'm not dehydrated. And, I usually, when you have a headache, you're usually dehydrated because people don't drink enough water in their day or put enough vitamins and nutrients into their body. But I got all the nutrients I got today and needed. And the fucking way I started my days, I was nice enough to explain it. And like I learned today, I'm going to tell her just to fuck off and mind her own business. Because you know what? It got to a petty level once again with her. So she's trying to trying to start problems with me and my social media, trying to get me to look like a bad person, trying to slander me because she's been out to get me ever since I basically told her I don't like her and to fuck off. And it's been awkward, and I don't even like fucking even being near her. But she compared me to her fucking son is who's been on heroin for a long time. He's can't keep a job in and out of jail. Yeah, I've got my issues. I've been in jail, but it's not necessarily addiction. It's basically my last case should have never happened because I put myself in the wrong situation around the wrong people. I should have known better. But it's not because of addiction. Like, when you have anxiety, like you need something to calm you down. I'm not one to take pills and everything, and I'm more all natural. And like literally, I'm taking herbals to help my stress and like my anxiety. And I've had Tourette's, and I don't think I've totally outgrown it. And people don't understand how hard my past has been to the point where there's been times where I just rather soak up in my sorrow. And yeah, like I had a house fire. Both my parents died. I've lost a lot. I've lost good jobs due to my anger and being able to, I'm not really one for authority. I like to say, fuck you. Just because you're in a place of authority does not mean you're anybody. And this person, that's just like start shit, start drama. And always out to get me because I call out their flaws. And how is that fair to me? Like, I see it. I'm a person that calls shit out. Like, if I'm doing something better than you and you're trying to talk down to me because you're older, like, lady, just because you're like about 60 years old does not mean that you can lecture somebody. It does not mean you're smarter than me. It does not mean you're better than me. And one of the first things she told me about herself when I first met her, she was addicted to meth. Yes, I said meth when she was a semi truck driver. And yeah, I can see it because I've seen a lot of. If you watch documentaries about this, it happens to people because they're on the road and they want to stay hype and everything. But how are you one to give me life advice when you used to do meth and your son's a heroin addict and your kids don't want anything to do with you? Like I think my parents raised me and my sister pretty damn well because we have our head on our shoulder. Even her boyfriend was under my parents' wings for a while, and I have a saint as a mother, God rest her soul. And my father was a great man, and I love to say father like son now. Like I've gotten some of his quirks and falls, but you know what? It doesn't mean I need to be completely like father like son. But he's always had this attitude not to take shit from people, and I'm done being the nice guy. I'm done playing these fucking mind games she tries to fuck with me. So it's been multiple times and she always compares me to it. I don't know if it's it could be a worst case scenario or she's asking me like, oh, does treatment really help to seeing a therapist? And I was like, the funny thing is you can be addicted to caffeine, you can be addicted to overeating, you can be addicted to so many fucking things. You can be addicted to gossip, drama, like it's mental illness has not been taken serious this fucking pandemic. And you know how many people are fucking huge drunks now just because they've been stuck in self quarantine and locked up, and that's all they can fucking do. Like, and then you got her son that can't even fucking keep a job or keep a home, and like, dude, look, we've kept this roof over our head, and I helped my family move it here, and our family's kept this fucking. We've been here for over a decade, no problems, and this is our home. Like, granted, we could do a hell of a lot better, but we ain't ready yet. We still working on things to perfect in life and working through issues because we've gone through a lot. And like me personally, I've gone through a hell of a lot. And, I this time around, I was just like, I got the best case scenario that happened to me. I'm very grateful, and I'm gonna try to do the best I can do with it, and try to get out of my old mindset because, dude, I've sat in a dark hole for many many years, thinking I'm a fuck up and a loser. And you know what? I got a lot of great people around me that, they see it in me, but I just don't see it in myself. And it's just these bitter old people that aren't happy with their life one. Like, it's not my fault how you took your life, how you turned out. And just because you're a shitty mother to your kids, like, you're the main, people like you are the main reason why I'm trying to fix my life because I want to settle down one day. I want to have a family. I want to create something of my own. I want to be able to be a father and be a good father. And you know what? I ain't going to let my problems from the past affect my future. And it just gets me so irritated because, like, I don't know if she's trying to, like, get advice from me or just trying to fuck with my head. And, like, but how are you going to compare my issues that aren't really that bad of an issue. It's just fuck ups and hiccups. Like, I've made them. Like, trust me, I could have been in a hell of a lot worse. I used to fuck around on the streets and be the white boy in the hood, you know? And, like, I've done some stupid shit. And it's like, the shit that I got in trouble for is nothing compared to what happened many times when I should have gotten in trouble. And I haven't fucked around like that. I haven't been a fuck boy in years. And I've grown so much, and it's just like, I look at this, and it's just like, how are you going to talk to me like this? How are you going to compare me to your son? Like, you're a shitty ass parent. Your kids don't want nothing to do with you. And I would do anything just for 5 minutes with one of my parents. I would do 2 minutes with a parent each if I only got 5 minutes, just to say I love you and thank them. And like, look at you, lady. Like, you hustle the system. You like, I've seen you hustle the system, and you're lazy, and you make people do your job, and you won't go above and beyond. Yeah, I get it. You're old, but your job ain't hard. And it's like, you just gotta be a fucking good human. Like, you try to talk about how they're spiritual and how just the crazy ass theories this bitch has told me over the times. And it's just like, you talk so fucking crazy, and you during like pull her political opinions like about shit, and it's like, obviously she was completely wrong about everything. Was wrong about the pandemic. Was wrong about Trump, and that's why I just can't even stand having a conversation with the lady, because she's just so fucking ignorant. Like, what the fuck? And it's just like, I just think to myself, and you know what? I always think down on myself, and I always like, oh, this person is just like talking down to me. Like, I ain't got the cockiness like I used to. Like, oh, fuck you, like I need this shit. It's like, it kind of hurt my feelings, yo. But then I've conversed with a few people, and like, don't ask like, dude, why the fuck do you even deal with somebody like that? Look at them. Like, look at you. You're a hell of a lot better person than them. Just because you have a few hiccups don't mean shit. And it's just like, I'm still thinking, like, I look at my parents, they were never addicted to meth. They never acted like this, never talked on me like that. They always supported me. And I was just thinking about it, if this bitch talked to me like this, how do you talk to it? And she said one time, I think of you as a son, and I feel like your mother. And I was just like, I stopped dead and cold right there, like, what? What the fuck you say? Like, that's disrespectful, woman. I love my parents. They're great fucking people. And who the hell are you to compare yourself to my fucking mother, a saint that used to help special educate or kids in special education? Like, are you fucking serious, lady? Have you ever done anything good with your life like that? Have you, like, my mom busted her ass to fucking raise us as best as she could to give us a good life. I was a spoiled little kid, y'all. And like, this is why, times have transitioned. I was a spoiled little brat. I got a little, like, I deserve better mentality still stuck in me. And it's just like, how you want to judge me? You don't know my fucking past. You don't know the fuck I've been through. You don't know where I've gone. Like, lady, you don't know fucking shit about me. And I've said this to her little partner in crime, motherfucker, that, yeah, yeah, I lost my virginity to your daughter-in-law. So let's bring up that conversation, motherfucker, next time you gotta talk shit to me. But, yo, bro, I don't give a shit about any of that, yo. I buried that in my past. I ain't want to ever fucking do shit with that again, yo. I've met a lot greater people than fucking people I knew back in the day, motherfuckers. That's why I don't fuck with people like that no more. Fuck them. Like, dude, I would rather hang out with my boys in the city than fucking all these motherfuckers, these crack ass motherfucking racist motherfuckers, yo. And like it just irritates the fuck out of me, because they just try to talk down to me. Oh, woo 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 woo, like trying to make me envious, bro. I ain't envious of shit, bro. I see your life going to fucking shit. You hate life, and like I see. Man, it's not hard to read facial expressions and know when somebody's lying. So back to Methhead Molly. Second time she made a fake profile and added, I add people because I'm trying to build something with my entertainment, my music, and we'll talk a little bit about my music. I got a weekend plan, but we'll get that towards the end of the segment. And once again, I was a fucking idiot and didn't check the profile. Then she starts talking to me, trying to converse, like she did last time, like trying to make like me me as this person that like everybody's beautiful. This is why I say this. Everybody's beautiful in their own different way, and people need to hear it sometimes because a lot of people feel really down about themselves. Like, and dude, just having some random person say you're beautiful or, just be nice to you. Like, not too many people do that. There's not random acts of kindness like there used to be. And she was trying to get me all, like trying to slander my character and make me look at the worst of a person. I've had this by multiple people that dude, you can have my life. If you think I'm fucking the hot shit, you can have my life. You can have my brain set. You can have my past. You know, I'll gladly swap shoes with some people, that think my life's so much better than yours. No, it's just how you look at it. And like, they look at me like, why aren't you more pissed off? Why aren't you upset? Why are you so happy right now? Because you know what? During bad times, you gotta be optimistic and you gotta put a smile on. You gotta look at the good in life because you know what? It always could be worse. And they want to see me upset because they feel better by seeing me down in the dumps because it makes them feel better about their life. And you know what? Yeah, sorry, my life. I've done a lot of fun shit, a lot of crazy shit, and a lot of shit that people wouldn't expect. And I've lived life, and this is why I like people. When people bring up like death, it's like I always say, I lived a good life. Like I got so many memories, like with so many people, so many great people. I got some bad memories, but you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. And it's just like I just like the nice person is just trying to overcome the asshole that wants to just tell you to fuck off. And like I really, really have not acted like that towards somebody in a while, and it's I got an anger issue, and it's something I've been working on. So, when you go through a lot of shitty times in life, you get that demeanor where you don't fucking care. This I've burned bridges by this. I've pissed off people and treated people wrong just because of shit going on in my life. I regret that because I lost a lot of good people that way. A lot of those people just understand that I was going through shit. I never lost them. They just gave me my distance. But you know what? If I hit them up or try to talk to them, they respond. They give me the time of day. You know, I'm sorry and around like I used to. I'm sorry and no social butterfly. Like, I keep to myself because, dude, when I just put people around, I have a poor judgment of characters just because, I it's just like they want to be my friend, so let me give them a shot. But usually, I shoot myself in the foot and it kicks me in the ass. And it's like sometimes you have to deal with people you don't want to deal with. And I've been trying to figure out the nicest way to tell people to fuck off. And it's just like, how do I handle this situation? How do I go about the situation? How do I handle the situation better? And I try to kill them with kindness. I try to kill them with kindness because I know they're talking shit behind my back, and you started a second Facebook. Like I know you try to fuck up and start problems with my life because I already caught you on a fake fucking profile one time, and now we going back to you started this again, and I straight up, I know it's you. Get a fucking life. Like, how are you? Why? Why? Do you have nothing better going on in your life besides trying to ruin a young man's future? Trying to talk down him? Like, you already ruined your son's fucking life by being a shitty ass parent. And you want to be. This is probably why she says she feels like my mother. Because she fucking treats her son like absolute shit. Talks shit about him. My parents, my dad talks shit about me. But, my mother never talks shit about me. She only talked good, even during my bad times. And it's just like, just now that just kind of clicked. She wants to treat me like her son. Because she treats her son like shit. So she just feels like she should treat me like shit because, you know, That's just how it is. She thinks I'm this character. But bitch, you admitted to being on meth. You admitted to being fucking lazy and using the system. And honestly, like, the meth has fucked up your head because of the shit that I've honestly heard you talk about, spirits and gods and these videos you try to make me fucking watch. And I literally got 5 minutes into this fucking speech that she religiously listens to on a daily basis. I listen to Gary Vee on a fucking daily basis, and not this spiritual fucking shit about, like, I wish I could remember some of the stories about of what she tried to put in my mind about spirits and God and how you choose your family. Like, oh yeah, no, I remember now. You come from heaven and you choose the family you chose. So you chose to have kids that despise you and the one that's got a horrible addiction problem, and you trying to compare me drinking, which is completely underhandled. And I've been doing very well with my life lately. And you compare me to your fucking kid that's in and out of jail because of heroin. He's homeless and he can't keep a job. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've had pretty damn good jobs over the years, and I could have done better, and I know I could have done better, and this is why I'm putting more of a handle on my life and taking care of shit because you know what, I ain't getting no younger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Trailer Park Boys. You don't understand that episode. It's just been stuck in my head. I want to say, you know what I'm saying, as many times as I can, just to be annoying. But the point where I'm getting at, like, she doesn't know her own flaws. She doesn't know how crazy she sounds. She thinks she's just fucking a holy saint. No, you're not, lady. My mother was a holy saint because people looked at her as a great person. People look at you, lady, like you're just a crazy motherfucker. And you think personally you're a holy saint. So when you look in the mirror, you think you have no flaws. Well, let me tell you about flaws. Let me tell you about some of your flaws. First off, you go out of the way trying to ruin a young man's life by making a fucking fake profile and catfishing me, and me being smart enough to catch that it was you for the fucking second time, trying to fucking slander my name and cause problems in my life. And I hope I should have not I shouldn't have fucking unfriended you so you could hear this fucking podcast because you are fucking crazy. Like, dude, the people are absolutely off the wall during this pandemic, yo. Like, you can tell these people have never been in lockup because honestly, they can't handle not being able to go to fucking sporting events or fairs and shit. It's like, bro, like, even I barely even go out and like I ain't even in jail, and I haven't been in jail fucking a long time. And man, it's just like you're not a trained therapist. You fucked up. Like, if you gone through shit, but that shit and meth fucked up your head, lady. And obviously enough where your family left you and wanted nothing to do with you. And hey, lady, let me tell you about a story I heard about you. So, somebody I know met your boyfriend's father, and at the bar. And I won't say who. This happened years ago, I guess. But your boyfriend's father called you a pile of shit and called you worthless. So, that's your supposed family. Dude, even my family, I've burnt bridges with family, but they still love me. They still would probably break their back for me if I really called them and asked them for a favor. But, so why are you criticizing my life? Why are you acting like this? Why are you trying to give me life advice and telling me how I should live my life when I've been offered to be a drug and alcohol counselor in the jail? You're not a trained therapist. I see two therapists. Two fucking therapists, lady. You don't even see one to work on your problems. You're 60 and you just lost your mother. I lost my mother when I was 16 years old. I'm 31 now. I had her for 16 years and she raised me good enough to fucking make it here. And I could be doing better, I could be doing worse. I've let things hold me back and situations throw me back. And this is why I'm taking a look at myself. And I've had a very clear mind. So it's not like she said I don't like people under the influence. Bitch, that meth fucked up your head. Well, you're always under the influence. Like, I see you eating all the time. and you kind of getting a little chunky on the butter, get the fuck off my life because I'll start criticizing you left and right if you want to play that game. Like a player's gonna play the game, bro. Like you can't hustle a hustler, you can't jack a jack boy, because they see it coming a mile away. Because what I used to say as advice, like when you walk in a room, you read the room. You watch everybody's body expressions. You watch your actions. You watch how they're looking at you. If they're coming around you, they talk like, people can come and talk to you, try to get a little info out of you, trying to see what you're doing, man. Like, I've gotten corny at bars from motherfuckers like this, and I knew it was coming. Like, and I got out fine. Like, dude stood in front of the door. I grabbed the handle, opened the door, and I used my fucking muscles that I worked hard for and slammed them between the wall. This happened years and years ago, but it is the point. I know it was coming though. I was ready, and like I'm past that kind of shit. And you an elder trying to give me wisdom? You ain't no elder. Your brain half the size of mine. I feel like. I bet you don't even read as much as I do. Like, wow. Like, you live with your parent, or I'm sorry, your mother passed away, but you're 60 and you still live with your father. I wish I could say I live with my father still. God rest his soul. I miss him every fucking day. He's a great man, and I wear him around my neck every fucking day. And a little turtle urn. And this is why it's just like, I always get people always trying to criticize my life, dude. I've had ex-girlfriends always talk shit. It's like, yo, you had both your parents to help you succeed in life. Me and my sister didn't have that. We lost, like I said, I almost was an Eagle Scout till my mom passed away, and I gave up. I just decided to work, and I stayed in Boy Scouts just for camping. And I say, if my mom was still alive, I would have got to a 4 years college, and I probably would have went to law school. And but here I am making a shitty podcast, talking to myself once again. And I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. I'm still drinking coffee, just keep my eyes open. But I'm still being consistent on my content because you know what? This is furthering my dream, working on it because baby steps every single day. What are you doing to improve your life, lady? You're waiting for your fucking father to die so you can have his house? Fuck, man. And it's just like, I'm really sick of people like this. And then I learned today I'm done talking to these people. Like I'm done giving the time of day. I'm done listening to this bullshit. Like I'm trying to be super nice about this, and I talk to a minister on a daily basis. Well, a former minister, I should say. And he sees the side of me where I'm just like, I still got the old me, or like, fuck you. Like, usually don't try to swear by ministers, and he's a super great guy. But I swear for him, and he gets it. He gets it. Like, you ain't know what I've been through. Like people get it. That's why I'm an open book. Like, you're honest, and like sometimes being honest kind of fucks you over when you're honest to the wrong people. And Methhead Molly, you know what? Don't give me advice. I have people that look up to me. I've advocated for people, and I mentor people. I don't hang out with some of these young cats that I used to. And it's like, yo, look up to me from a distance. I'm getting to that point where I gotta get back on my grind, like, cause I ain't on nothing forever right now. But you know what? I hope I meet. I, I doubt this will ever happen. Fix only one relationship I probably would want to. Is I have had my back for years, and there's somebody you want in your life that's your best friend. Or I want to find somebody that will be my best friend and settle down with, and have a future and have success, and like to pass on goodness to our kids. And I don't think my sister ever gonna have fucking kids, so I want to be an uncle. Or I want to make her an aunt. I mean, well, I wouldn't mind being an uncle, but what I'm getting at, sometimes people, they're stuck in their ways and they're stubborn and they think they're always right just because of their age. They've lived life. Just because you live life doesn't mean you've lived a good life. Doesn't mean you've done right in your life. Doesn't mean you're 60 years old and you're still not fucking up. Just because you're 6 years old does not mean you have your life together. You live with your fucking father still, and you're 60. Fuck my life some days when I have to deal with people and like, dude, if I was just saying, let Chef Billy come out. Let Chef Billy come out because, dude, I used to just tell people to go fuck off. Get the fuck out of my kitchen. And, you know, if you honestly have somebody that's been treating me like this in your life, dude, don't let it bother you. Like I've been letting it bother you. I'm learning to brush it off. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror and remember you see a great person. Just because somebody that doesn't mean anything to you, because they don't, it's not like they're coming home to you. It's not like you're going home to them. It's not like you lay next to them in bed. And, well, it'd be kind of weird. Like, that'd be straight up like, should have to be rich if I'm laying next to a 60-year-old lady. But anyway, hey, sometimes you gotta find a sugar mama. I'm just kidding. I ain't want no sugar mama. So then you have to be the bitch. I ain't nobody's bitch. Well, I might be one day. I might be whipped one day. I would be fine with being whipped one day. But I ain't need no sugar mama. But, you know, take it for a grain of salt and don't let these people fuck up your head anymore. Like, because you know what? Everybody's got issues. Everybody's got something going on. Some people just don't understand that because they get the thrill of just fucking with people, like, because they have nothing better to do with their life, and they're just creepy like that. And it's kind of like stalker status when you make a fake profile just to fuck with somebody. It's like, yo, you had one photo. This is a brand new thing, and when I started asking you questions, you stopped answering. Yo, bro, I saw the play coming a mile away. And it's like, well, she's already tried it before. So I get it. And, but the realization of the matter is, like, don't let these people affect your life like that because you're a greater person. And whoever listens to this, you're a great person. Don't let somebody talk down you, ever talk bad to you. That's why I was told that one person, I doubt it would ever happen, but I told her, you're too nice of a person. You need to toughen up and like be a little bit of an asshole and like get a little gut on you because some people aren't gonna use you and take advantage and like poor girl. Fucking gosh, man. Like the first day I met this girl, or it might have been the second date or first date, and I was on the phone with her, and dude beat the shit out of her and did not know that she had me on the phone. It's like, no, you don't ever hit a woman. Like, no, dude. And it's like, people listen to me and it's like, yeah, I'm an asshole. Sometimes I overreact, but you know what? I don't have to use my fists. All I gotta use is my words. Sometimes I act a little crazy just to fucking make people like, oh man, he's fucking crazy. I don't want to fuck with him. You know, maybe I am a little crazy. I know I'm a little crazy. But that's my niche, my quality. Like, that's just how I am. But the whole point is like, you're not my mother. You treat me like your son. Like shit. So what the fuck do I want to deal with you? I don't want to deal with you at all. Get a fucking life. You know what? Here you go. You got a whole podcast episode all about you. Are you proud? Are you proud? You know, you'd be lucky to have me as a son. I'm a great fucking kid. Well, adult. But I was a good kid. You know, and people respect me, and people understand that I've gone through shit. Maybe that's why I have the demeanor I am, and I'm working on the demeanor I've had, and I've gone a long way in the past few years. I like that, dude. Don't let people like that affect you like me. Learn to just tell them to fuck off. Learn to, not take it to heart. Because you know what, at the end of the day, you're a great person. Whoever listens to this, if you listen to this, or if you listen to this a year from now. Like, people don't know how to wear your shoes, don't know how to see your point of view. They don't know how to look at through your eyes. They don't know how the emotions and feelings that you felt during certain times in your life because they haven't had to live these situations. And like, it's really hard to lose a parent when you're young. And like, I get it. It might have been harder because you had more time with them, but you had time with, like, you had all that extra years of help because your parents would do anything for their kids if they actually gave a shit about you. And obviously yours did because they let you live with them until you're 60. And your boyfriend kind of pays for everything. So like, stop using the system. Like, stop. Like, and then it's just like I was talking about. You bring on such a bad aura when you're around. It's just your negativity. You're not optimism. You're always looking down. You're always complaining. Stop fucking complaining, because you know what? Life could be a lot worse. You could be homeless. You could be your son having an addiction problem. Like, I'm sorry to talk down to heroin addicts, because you know what? Addictions are addictions, and people go through times where they want to feel numb. I lost my best friend from heroin. So I don't even like being compared to that shit, because my best friend was supposed to inmate counselors, or being a counselor to inmates with me. I didn't do it. And then I realized that's when I kind of just stopped giving a fuck when I lost him. And it kind of made me resent life and shit and be angry, and kind of pushed away the girl I really cared about. And this is why, dude, I'm like, all I got is time, man. All I got time is work on myself, work on my career, build myself up, do my thing. Because you know what? I'm just one hay from finding my soulmate, but it's when will it happen? This is why, like, till then, till I know, I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep hustling, baby steps to be better. Just like don't let these people that can't really give an opinion. Don't take their don't take their opinions. They're not doctors. They're not a therapist. They have no right to even give you advice because of the life they've lived and the life they decided to live. They're not better than you. You're human. You have emotions. So do they, but it does not mean they're better than you. Nobody's better than you. Money never can make somebody better. Just because you have money does not mean you're better than anybody else. Just because you have a fucking air in your head and you have an ego thinking you're better than everybody does not mean shit. But side note, if you're facing through an addiction problem or mental illness, go see a therapist, go into treatment. Like, it's sad that it took till this pandemic for people to take mental health a lot serious. And like, I see people preaching about it, and it's like, mental health is a serious subject. If you don't have a healthy mental mindset, like, it's just gonna bring down the rest of your world. It's gonna make you feel worse about yourself and not help you grow and become the person that you're meant to be. And it's sad. It's sad that some people just don't realize it, and just being able to talk to somebody or listen to something that encourages you and makes you feel better about yourself, or makes you have more ambition and fire to work towards a goal or a dream. You gotta do it. The grind never stops. Because you know what? You're gonna fall asleep and wake up tomorrow, and that's another opportunity to do something with your life, to become better. And you gotta be consistent on trying. And you just gotta keep your chin up. When people want you to look down and feel bad and look at the floor, you gotta remember to tell yourself to look up. Look up in the sky, because there's only one way to go, and that's up. Because you gotta level up every day somehow. And that's why I say baby steps, because things take time. You gotta be patient. You gotta work on it. Because working on something gives you character, gives you strength, gives you a better personality. But that was my rant for you folks today. Not to take shit from people that think they're better than you. Because you're great, you're beautiful, you're human. And as a community, we need to learn this together so we can come together and find solutions and fix problems. But on a side note, I want to start working on, dude, I've had these instrumentals in the background for a while. Like, they were giving me, so they ain't the best, but I'm going to start working on my mixtape album or whatever, and I want to make quality out of it, just so I can say I did it, get in the back burner, work on a new project. Because with this podcast, I put it off for years, and about a year ago, I was like, oh, I'll do it during lockdown. It's like, then my whole situation came back together, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna do it now. Like, last time I did a podcast during the election, it just got too much attention, because I was always, we're damned if they do, we're damned if they're not, fuck Trump and all this shit, and it's just like, it got me too much attention. It might have been the job I had too, because I worked with hundreds and hundreds of people. and I was a teamster, and like people appreciated it, but not everybody got it. And I had a head injury and back when I was smoking spice, so yeah, sometimes I was kind of absolutely crazy and scared people, and I don't ever want to scare people like that again. But this is why I want to keep working on my music. This is why I want to keep becoming better, and then keep the hustle and the grind, yo. Because that's what you gotta do, yo. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep your head up. You gotta keep your chin up. You gotta keep going. You know, take the advice from me, man, because I've had ups, downs, lows, rounds. Like I've been in good situations, bad situations. I got to work for a cool ass radio station. I've got to meet famous people before, and it's like I know famous people as friends. Like yo, you can have my life, yo. I like take everything away from me. I got that hustle to come right back, yo. And like this is why this next year I hope my therapist right is gonna be better for me because you know. People see motivation in me and see like I don't want to live like this anymore. And yeah, so you can do whatever you want with your life. Like you like look at me, I'm a fuck up. I made mistakes and I'm the first one to admit it. But I've lived a crazy life. I've dated gorgeous girls, dated a lot of girls. I used to be a bar whore, and not too many guys say like, dude, I could look at a girl from across the bar and just tell if she was interested in me, and play with their hair or whatever, and you kind of push back a little bit, you kind of make them come to you, like, 'cause, they want it, they're gonna come get it. And this is why I'm kind of taking that theory on life. You just gotta step back, but you gotta keep working hard. Gotta be cool-minded, doing your thing, like be you, and life will bring it to you if you just keep that character and that cool in yourself. Like I could teach a lot of people a lot of different things, and it's like there's a lot of things that it's stored in my brain, but I kind of forgot about it. Like yeah, but on a positive note, I want to say Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It's coming up. If you don't have a sweetheart, treat yourself. If you don't have a date, treat yourself. Make a night for yourself just to relax and be at peace with yourself. Set the right mood, just relax. Don't get in your head because you know what? Love will come. Everybody's got a soulmate. Everybody's got a person. You just got to be patient. And yo, it ain't me. It ain't me. Let's just get that out there. Just because I'm talking about this, it probably ain't me. I'm just here to make a podcast and for people listening. And that's why I got so many girls on my Facebook because I'm trying to be that Fonzie. Hey, because I'm from Milwaukee. Get it, happy days. And it, it helps with fan bases and helps spread. So you know what, guys kind of get envious sometimes, but I've honestly had guys support me more than kind of chicks with my music because they're more into like my rap music than some of these chicks, and I throw with Scotch. Yeah, not too many people have made it out of here from rap music, and I think it's been a few people that are famous rappers that have lived here. They weren't born here, born and bred. And it's just like how MGK talked about Cleveland too much. I talked about Milwaukee too much. Milwaukee love, and like you know, I could have been traveling the past years. I could have been pushing out more, and maybe I'll do it in the future. You never know. You never know what's coming your way, man. You just like the minister said, random currencies of money come your way, and like random good happens to you. You gotta put yourself out there, and good things will come your way. And like I told Methhead Molly, like you put good out in the world, good will come back to you. You put bad out in the world, bad will come up to you. And she's like, that's exactly what I said. Bitch, you don't say that. You're just trying to agree with me because I know what you said was wrong. And I honestly don't think she was trying to show me it could be worse. I think she honestly was trying to fuck with my head. But don't let it bother you like me today. But it gave me something to talk about, put some content out, make about an hour-long podcast when I should be honestly getting ready for bed and have yet to eat dinner. So, to another late night going to bed and being up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm still going to post this tonight because daily content means everything. Well, friends, my friends, maybe my friends, my listeners, my followers, people that support me, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in on one of my another. I gotta really like stop talking so monotone. Like, yeah, right. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I gotta fluctuate my voice to keep you paying attention. But don't forget to love yourself. Remember the good while you fall asleep tonight, and let it embrace your day to come tomorrow, and let the sun shine on you as it rises, just like you will if you keep optimism in your heart, love in your soul, and dreams in your head, and steps in your walk. Because you got to just keep moving forward. All right, friends, stay safe, stay peaceful, respect social distancing, give people their bubble, you annoying fucks. And if you don't know you're annoying, if you don't think you are, you probably are. All right, y'all. Over and out. Till next time, my friends.